We still talk about it to this day, and it still makes me smile because the team just lit up and went nuts. And so that's a digital memory for us and a digital memory for our team. And that's part of our history now. We went together, but we all experienced it, and it's incredibly memorable for us. And so that gave us some clues, like that sense of EQ, that sense of trust. You have to have trust if you want to go down this path. You have to actually trust the people that you work with. I've had people reach out to me and say, "Oh, can we do the whole facial thing and scan eyeballs?" And I was like, "No, we just don't want to go down that path. We just want to create something that is deep, social, authentic connections and relationships." So it's a sense of trust beyond cultures, trust beyond boundaries. Again, if you're a gamer, you're playing with people from all over the world, different cultures, age, religion, everything, and it's a real pot of diversity. And if we can make that work in a gaming environment, why can't we bring those principles and bring it into our day-to-day environments? But it requires the companies to commit to a certain way of working. Like I said, I've completed a seed round, only recently just meeting my investors. We've built remotely, and we gave up our leases last December. I put 2 companies onto this platform, so we've been working on this environment, just happily building it for a year, rent free, and it's held our team together. But it requires some things that we're still working through. So it needs to be frictionless in the experience. That ability to instantly communicate is a really important element. No one's going, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" All of that kind of stuff, because that's just Death Valley. But you get that dynamic right, and it can lead to deeper and more meaningful relationships. My mouse isn't working. So,
scroll down or?
oh, can I just tap down?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's not working.
The down arrow.
This one?
Sorry.
I'm moving them.
One more time. So this one,
Yeah, this.
and then the next one.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to give you a couple of insights, before I wrap this up. And there are signs of employee isolation and what you can do about it. Some of those signs, I grabbed this from FlexJobs. It's basically the largest remote working platform in the world for remote workers. So people missing deadlines, they go quiet on you, stop offering input, just listening. That sense of calling in sick or changing the schedule. The most amazing thing, I had 2 businesses on our platform. Our sick leave almost was non-existent for this year. I don't think we barely had a couple of days sick leave across 14, 15 people. That was really interesting to me. But these are the kind of clues that you can see. Doesn't interact with colleagues. So again, just becomes a functional thing. Skips meetings and only talk shop. Doesn't start to engage on the personal level. Just comes in. This is what I'm doing. Blah blah blah. See you later. I'm out here. I would probably add, starts to switch off screens during video calls. That you've seen a lot of those. Here we are having a Zoom call with my team, and there's like 5 black screens. It's like, that's awkward. And isn't interested in career development. So these are sort of the clues that, again, if you're not together, these are the things that you can be looking out for. So how to prevent some of these things happening? So maintain a chat platform. Just staying in touch with each other. Allow and encourage social breaks. So we actually feel like that's where remotely is going to play an element here. Jump into an immersive environment, have a catch up, have a chat, look for some interactables that we've hidden in the environments, and just enjoy that time together. The pay for co-working space and bring the team together. What this is basically saying is that the solutions don't have to be exclusive. you know, for each company and your team and the culture that you're looking to build, you want to get the right blend. What I've noticed over the last 9 months is that there's a lot of people saying, yeah, we're remote and everyone else is an idiot. And it's like, we can't wait to get back to the work, get back to the office, and remote work is it's down to each individual company to make that decision. I feel looking for the right blend is the way to go. So I'm not a fanatic in terms of everyone must work remote. I'm just basically saying find the right dynamic. We built remotely, but we still catch up for a beer every couple of months. We still catch up for a coffee and just check where we're at in our roadmap. What does the future of work look like? Super messy as far as I'm concerned. No clues at all. It's complicated and different for each company. So consider the lessons learned from February 2020 to December 2020. So did we really learn anything? This for me is kind of a personal thing. So there perhaps is an opportunity if more companies adopted remote work and we started to see that congestion on our roads decline. I don't know about you guys, but I actually really enjoyed, being able to see. I saw hills from my house that I've never seen. It was amazing. The air quality improved and it was a different kind of environment, and the traffic was absolutely amazing in terms of getting around. Go over the motorway at 6:30 in the morning, which I do. I often go for a swim, and it's backed up, for miles again. So, did we learn anything? I don't know. It's complicated. Some companies will definitely go back to the office. Some will adopt this hybrid model. I think a larger percentage will adopt remote work. So if you remember, 3% of employees in the US were working remote, 13% in Holland. I think you're going to see that those percentages are going to grow quite materially. There's people saying that it could be as high as 30%. People like Bill Gates, so you might know what he's talking about. I just think that there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity for us to engage with industry and think about these principles of remote work, and to think about how government can support that and things like that. For us, I see it as an opportunity to keep developing deeper connections. I can see more entertainment coming through as 5G's rolled out and greater capabilities rolled out. One of the things that companies really have to get their heads around is just giving people decent computers. So that's a real bugbear for me. Is like just stop being cheap bastards and just give your team like a really good tool that they can actually use everything that's available to them. And then we can keep building these entertainment. We can get to studio level experiences. Our avatars are built, using Unity. We're streaming them through the browser. We're providing a pretty good experience today, but this thing can be generationally better, and that's what we're going to kind of work towards. And then over time, we think that there's opportunities to create more content for companies, to display data to visualize data in different ways. Like we can show you a sales P&L, or I can show you a flower garden and you can tell how well your sales are going by the health of your garden. We're interested in exploring those kind of ideas and providing the kind of data to support this movement towards adoption of game-based tools into the workforce. And I think there's a shop. There's me and my team just hanging out, having a meeting around the fireplace. That's me. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.